I was just inside before. It was running through my head. I was going through, like, I was going through conversations of gridiron, GRIDIRON. And then it was like, okay, no, these two are gridiron. No, like, they're integrated into gridiron. So now, what do you want me? I mean, she's looking for a waffle iron. WAFFLEIRON. Right, and then there's like some guy flipping through like a magazine, MAG, I don't know, whatever, ZINE, and but like a catalog, CATALOG. But it's more of like the Sports Illustrated manual or guide for like anybody who likes Iron Maiden products out in like the SEA people. But it's like, then he's like, well, now, right, land folk call the Iron Maiden, just so you're aware. Like, you ever see that movie, Wayne's World? WAYNES WORLD. It sounds like it's a fight between the pocket protector people that have the whatever with their pens and some piece of useless plastic that want to go study the stars. Right, those guys are fighting with like the geeky version, and then the kids in America are getting like really weird. They call it a mullet, MULLET, hair, and like they're on metal guitars. Oh my god, it is like painful. It is no longer an acoustic guitar. It is now plugged into an amplifier and really obnoxiously loud. That's what Iron Maiden sounds like to me. But I know out in like, right, ironwood used to be like, we whittle wood and we bend it in like this craftsmanship, right? But then we got the other ones of Iron Maiden, and it's like, wait, are you talking like the U.S. Semi Specials that are having problems with the people from the land because they're creating money, loan shark, and oh my god, they got sign-up sheets for Ebola now that they're just, oh my god. Right, yeah, it's like between the, like, we're here, right? She got sent to New York. New York started this truancy, TRUENCY law thing, or it was a rumor, nobody really knows. They started lockdown real early, like around when Edward and, like, Mariah, 1919, arrives Ireland and then arrives in New York, and they go to like truancy lockdown, some new laws, and so now that rolls forward where the parents get in trouble if the kids don't show up to the useless school that they got going on, TRUENCY. So now it's like roll call for the waste of space and kids getting all brainwashed with all the wrong history, wrong future, wrong words. I mean, it is like a fucking nightmare to manage land, and I'm not even in a driver's seat because everybody locked me out of anything important. So now, how do you want me to explain, like, there's parole, PAROL. Okay, so if I'm on Nazi parole, like, they let me out of, like, respectable black glove territory, and they want me back real bad. Can they send a patrolman over, like, to America, come grab me out of New York, be like, nope, she's gridiron, she's good. Like, we gotta go. She won't make a big fuss, and then you don't have to worry about your New York payroll, PAYROL. I mean, it is spelled the same. You've got, she's on parole is PAROL. You add a T in there, and now it's patrol, like patrolman, like respectable land police, if you don't want to talk MP. And then you've got the payroll. You take the T out of patrol, you put a Y. Why the hell do we have to do this? I don't know. Put a Y in it, and then you start handing it to the people, like, just, this is like hush-hush money, I suppose. But then what the hell is the kid gonna live off of if you don't have, like patrol of, like, the MP, like, respectable ones? I mean, what do you want How are we going to work this between your linguistical problems, what we know is important, and then like who she actually is and where we get stuck? And now we have a petrol problem? Yeah, well, the more Pete eats out of her lifetime and locks her up in New York with the retarded Edward, who's like a headbanger ball, which is like the Iron Maiden dumb version. Like, you know that kid on the Wayne's World? Right? Oh my god, it's like her cousin Edward, that dumb, right? Like, hit your head against the fucking wall. That one, right, exactly. But so dumb, they're fucking dangerous if they have just a little bit of gridiron information. Right, so now how do I get her off of mainland New York that she fucking hates and tiptoe her quietly over the water? There's a guy somewhere with a phone up to his right ear and his hand over like this. Like, you are just gonna have to explain this to somebody one day. Like, he's got the phone here and he's got his left hand, no, whatever, underneath like this. And this is how, almost like on a payphone. He's like, so if I stand here for the next whatever, however many years, talking to the girl from Cold Spring Harbor Junior High, and however she exited the dark arts department and wound up by the payphone getting flagged down by some other kid that currently they're supposed to be in Lloyd Harbor Elementary, but apparently they made it to junior high and the genetic doesn't match the school that they wound up in, just for a brief scene, like a walk-on scene on a movie, right? Yeah, okay, but that all happened, so it doesn't really matter if the genetic doesn't match the, right? I mean, the frame, the whatever's wrapped around the visual does happen if we don't fix the, I just want her over in quiet, whatever. I mean, like, there's a pulse on Gridiron, which means she's there, but that doesn't mean she's happy, cared for, or anybody's doing anything right in the world. Only time you get up and up information in Bowling for Soup, S-O, hello, so, right, yeah, U-P, let's go with the up and up information, is when she fucking talks, when she can remember, and is trying to, like, throw it back to quarterback, like, hello, what the fuck happened in the past? You guys missed all of this. I'm the only one. Braggarts? Are you there? I mean, like Fort Bragg, right? Is that where they hide the really handsome guys? I'm not supposed to talk about handsome guys, but apparently they're somewhere. And if I'm calling around going, how does your art department look like? Now, if you're working in like Fort Knox, you got how many artwork pieces like that are the color of, I don't know, traditional white marble from like the Renaissance era? How many of those you got? Right, what's your head count? Right, great, okay. If I was building a bust, right, okay. And then what about, I don't know, what colors, what does, right, but, right, and then, you put it on a report, and then all of a sudden somebody comes down the pipe, and they're like, wait a minute, I just found out that marble comes in multiple colors. Well, now, that didn't fucking help me with my situation with the gridiron, the waffle iron. I'm going to hit you with a 9-iron, although that's not going to do much damage, right? Better off going with the waffle iron. Yeah, Kira's right. Yeah, she usually is. How do I get the fuck out of New York? Like, anyone ever want to answer that? Like,